Greetings, my name is Dorian Janney. I work with the GLOBE program as an education specialist, and also I support NASA's Global Precipitation Measurement Mission. So today I'm going to be spending about 10 minutes presenting to you on how you can use the GLOBE Observer Mosquito Habitat Mapper and showing you a variety of resources which you will have available to you in this presentation that I'm giving. So I'm using a story map form here, a resource packet, and you will have the link to this. And so everything I'm showing you right now, you're going to have access to. We're going to start the story by talking a little bit about the science behind mosquitoes. What we're looking at here are malaria cases in Peru, and basically kind of here tying together how you can use NASA's satellite technology to be able to help predict and monitor and respond to cases of mosquito and other vector-borne disease. So it turns out that mosquitoes are the world's most dangerous animal, and you can learn a lot more about mosquitoes and why they're the world's most dangerous animal, as well as how we use NASA data to be able to better understand them. So some of the links I have here, this is a link that talks to you or gives you information about folks who study mosquitoes and why studying mosquitoes and mosquito habitats are important. And then how is it that NASA is able to collect data that is then useful? And also some information and some videos on the ways in which these data are being used by decision makers to then help to reduce the threat of mosquito-transmitted disease. And we're going to be sharing with you some ways in which you can be involved and help in doing this as well. So let me come back to my story map here. Sorry about that. And you can learn more about mosquitoes and why they are so dangerous here on the CDC site. You can also watch a really interesting video about mosquitoes and mosquito-transmitted disease. But what you basically need to know is that when you are being bit by a mosquito, the mosquito who's biting you is a female mosquito, and she's not biting you for food or energy, but she's biting you because she needs a blood meal in order to allow her eggs to be viable. So therefore, as you might imagine, having data from satellites, particularly satellites like that I support, Global Precipitation Measurement Mission, is going to be really helpful to know when things kind of line up just perfectly for mosquitoes to be hatching and laying their eggs and be ready to bite you. So I have some information here about the Global Precipitation Measurement Mission. And one of the things that we did a while back was to look very, very specifically at the ways in which data are being used to help better understand vector-borne and mosquito-related disease, and to help you learn how these data have been used by a variety of different scientists and others to better understand disease. We also have some case studies that you can take a look at. And if you wanted to get more in depth and become kind of an expert on how you can use these satellite data, we also have some archived trainings that you could take a look at. So in any case, there is just a wide variety of data there that you can access if you have the time, energy, or inclination to help you be able to learn and also kind of pile layer this data, we say, to understand where and when you could anticipate an outbreak of mosquito-transmitted disease. So there's the NASA tie-in. And I told you a little bit about the GPM data. If you're interested in finding out how much precipitation has fallen anywhere around the world or your backyard, I have an activity that you can go in and you just kind of follow the breadcrumbs, follow the the directions, and you can look at how much precipitation fell anywhere in your backyard or wherever you are working, if you'd like to share that, over the past 20 years, and help you to understand that relationship between the precipitation as well as surface temperature, vegetation, humidity, and soil moisture, because of course, all of those have an impact on where and when you can anticipate having mosquitoes, active mosquito season, we call it. So the Mosquito Habitat Mapper tool, if you go here to Globe Observer, then you're going to find all the directions you need and information on how to use this tool. Basically, there are 4 steps that you can take. You do not have to do all 4 of those steps. The first one is to identify and take a picture of a potential mosquito breeding habitat. So anywhere that there is standing water could be a place where that mother mosquito might lay her eggs. Then if you take a look and you do see some mosquito larvae, and we show you what the larvae look like within the tool, then you can take some inside in a cup or using a bulb syringe, go inside so that you're not getting bit, because if you're finding larvae, then it means there are adult mosquitoes around. Now, the larva cannot hurt you, because it's when the adult mosquito bites you that she's able to transmit that virus or bacteria to you that might, or organism that might, have you then catch a disease. But in any case, you can take your picture of your mosquito habitat and then you can be finished. Or if you find some larvae, you can bring them inside and you can count them and let us know about what the density of mosquito larvae are that you're seeing. And again, we walk you through the steps. If you happen to have a smartphone clip-on magnifying lens, which costs you about $7, you can order them on Amazon or somewhere else. You basically put it on your smartphone or your iPad, and it turns it into a microscope. And you're able to follow this dichotomous key that we have, and it will tell you what species of mosquito larvae you found. And it will let you know too if you found one of the key larvae that we're concerned about. And then when possible, you want to try to eliminate the mosquito habitat, because by eliminating the mosquito habitat, then you are helping to ensure that we're not going to continue to have to be creating a potential place for these mosquitoes to be laying their eggs. So you can learn all about the Mosquito Habitat Mapper. We've got trainings, we've got videos, we have games that you can play. We also have a really rich community, which we invite you to join, called Mission Mosquito. And when you go to this website here, you can learn all about what we call the protocol, which is what you're doing when you're learning how to identify these larvae, and even when you're taking the pictures of these potential mosquito breeding habitats. You can find out when we have webinars that are coming up, which we invite you to join us and learn more about the science behind mosquitoes. We also have some videos that show you how to use that clip-on magnifier and all kinds of other things as well. So I hope that you find these resources useful and that you will help us to reduce the threat of mosquito-transmitted disease and learn more about how and why NASA technology is being used to help us reduce the threat of mosquito-transmitted disease, as well as how you can be engaged and involved. Thanks so much, and I'll be around later to answer questions.